topic for me. I have graduated with a PhD in procrastination. It's not that I never had the ability to finish anything. It's that I felt like I had too much time to complete it. I have noticed when I dream up an idea and I never put my hands to work on that idea, besides just writing it on a piece of paper or letting somebody else know that I have an idea, that time and opportunity has passed me by. I know after I say these comments that there will be some that will be like, man, you might even go out of here and have a few comments. But I'll even give you a couple minutes to even make some comments of your own. I'm going to tell a short testimony. My testimony is going to be way different than your testimony because you're in a university. You're in a 4-year college. You're probably living in a dorm. Some of you in a sorority. Does anybody have children? So nobody has children. So my testimony is going to be totally different than yours. But this is how my testimony goes. I started off well. I knew what I wanted to be after I graduated high school and where I was going to go to college. And I knew what I wanted to be after I graduated college. I made sure I was able to graduate high school early so I could get a good head start on my life. I was already pregnant at the age of 17, and I graduated and had my baby at 18. I knew if I wanted to keep all my plans in order, I had to get an early start, regardless of me having a child. Also knew I had to lay down a few of the things I like to do because where I was going demanded persistence and dedication. I had no plans of being in Illinois. I was going to go far away. And I was going to be a lawyer. Ran into a guy I really liked. Started spending a lot of time with him. Hanging out, partying. Almost landed in jail. Had to make some different plans. Now I had to change my major in college. Yes, I was still going to college. Had to pick up extra work, so while I was in college, I was working 2 jobs. And raising a child. Got pregnant again. Now plans changed. Now I'm taking 1 class here, 1 class there. And the moment that I realized that I was procrastinating my life, and not only procrastinating my life, but also procrastinating my sister's life, because what I was holding her up from doing, because she was watching my kids while I worked, partied, and went to school. Do you know you can help someone procrastinate their life by procrastinating yours? So I made some changes. I put my kids in school, prepared them for Head Start, kindergarten, helped my sister because she so diligently helped me. Got back into school full time. Guess how long it took me to get my associate's degree? Anybody want to guess? Good try. Good try. 12 years it took me to get my associate's degree. 2 years after that, I got my bachelor's degree. Now I'm working on my master's degree. There are 2 things that I do not regret. I do not regret ever having my children, and I don't ever regret any of the mistakes that I've made. So that means that I have no regrets in my life or in my past. Could I move faster with getting my associate's degree and my bachelor's degree? Oh yes. I procrastinated. What did I procrastinate with? I decided to make a lot of money. I decided to allow men and partying to be more important than my priority was becoming what I wanted to be. Do you know what happens when you give a procrastinator a good idea? And you got an idea or you You're even supposed to have a paper due, or you're supposed to be helping somebody do it, and you never got it done, or you say, oh, I'm so sorry, I meant to do it, but it never got done. Our topic today is going to be, let's get up and go. What are you waiting for? All right, I'll just keep going until you're ready. Why are you here today? Some people say you might be able to get a class credit for this. I know when I was going to school, we attended people's other functions or little seminars, we would actually get credit for the class. I don't know if anybody knows do that. This could be a social event for you, so you could be doing it for a social event. Or an obligation. It's something that you were required to do, so you decided to set it up and get it done. Or you just wanted a little more information. You decided, you know what, I really wanted to see what this is about, see if I can learn something from someone else about how to stop procrastinating. The definition of procrastination, to put off intentionally the doing of something that should be done. Is anybody here that's right on time with everything? They got their whole life agenda set out? You on time with everything? Okay, all right, so talking to the masses. Yes. Some people might want some scientific information, so here's a little bit for you. Procrastination is considered a psychological behavior. They don't consider it more of a disease or a problem. They consider it a mindset. So psychological. There are over 1,000 books written on procrastination, and they all basically say the same thing, what you can do to stop procrastinating, and they basically give the same kind of ideas. But if any of the ideas work that they fit in those books, will we still be procrastinating? Psychology today says 20% of people chronically procrastinate to avoid difficult tasks. I have to say, sometimes I still procrastinate on something. I just don't want to do it. Sometimes evening, hanging out with your friends, playing video games, on Facebook, and the other social networks, taking pictures of yourself and putting them on Instagram. Hanging out, eating, or just laying down on the couch or in your bed watching TV. There's a lot of time that we spend on downtime that we don't even realize that we actually give to downtime. Fear. Maybe there's something you're supposed to get done, but you're scared of it. You're scared of what people are going to say, if it's not going to turn out right. Well, I don't have the money for it, so the fear of losing the money that you invest in it. The fear of getting a bad grade when you know that you haven't really studied for it. So you just figured, oh, well, I didn't study already, so I might as well just not study now. People can make you procrastinate. I know that's how one of my downfalls. I wanted to be social. I wanted to be with the in crowd and go out and party and do all this kind of stuff. So how much time are we spending entertaining other people when we're supposed to be focusing on the things that we're purposed to do, or whatever your degree is in, or whatever the ideas that you want to achieve when you're actually finished with school. Some of you might go off to just be business owners, some of you might go into a corporation, or some of you might go somewhere else to overseas or something like that, missions. You might have a pastor or something in you that might not even become a pastor. Money. Talked about that already. Sometimes it costs money to get into an idea or something. Or, did anybody start school late? No? Maybe a semester late? How many of you worry about your money while you're in school? Everybody. Or most of you. And that causes procrastination too, because there's some things that you know that you're limited on money with, so you're not going to just be out frivolous just spending your money. Depression. Sometimes depression can stop you from doing things. A lot of people might not see that, but if depression not only causes physical symptoms, it's mental. And your mind won't focus on the things that you want to do. You get stressed out, headaches, tired, you don't want to be around the people, you don't want help from anybody, and you're isolating yourself. So depression can be kind of heavy. Conflict. Sometimes you might be having to do something, but you don't want the conflict of having group projects. Group projects are the worst. And if you have somebody that's part of your group project and they procrastinate, the conflict comes in, and then you have to worry about your grades, all this other kind of stuff. It's laziness. That was another one. I just didn't like doing it. I'm not going to do it. I'm too lazy to do it. I'd rather sit back, watch TV, eat, whatever. Just not going to do it. Trauma will cause procrastination. And the type of traumas I'm talking about are the ones that basically turn and transfer your life. There might have been somebody that as a child was molested or raped. You might have a death in your family or know somebody who has committed suicide. You might have encountered something where grade-wise, and some people might not think that grades are traumatizing. Get an F on a big paper and see how you feel. Traumatized. Taking care of family. Sometimes we put family before other things. So therefore, we have to take care of our mother who's sick, or grandmother, or sick family member. Sometimes we put that before anything else. So and it's not really a procrastination because it's something that you would will to do, but you also know that you have a purpose for your life too, and that's besides just taking care of that family. You have to be able to multitask. Always go back to that. And then sometimes when you write that vision down, somebody else can help you be accountable for it. But if you keep it in your mind, guess what happens to it?
It dissolves.
It dissolves. You can forget it. Nothing. You're not going to move on it. So, but when you write it down, it's something that you can go back to. What will motivate us to change, which we have not already tried? Have we found any accountability partner? Have we invested at least 10 minutes a day into what we plan on doing? Have we shared our ideas with someone who will motivate us or hinder us? That was something that I did when I had you pass it over. When you're trying to get serious and focused about your life.
I just want to comment on the fact that you said like someone who will motivate us or hinder us, because sometimes you can't share your goals with everybody because there are people that will hinder you. Like I guess our generation like to say, hey, you know, but like sometimes like you really can't share your goals with everybody because some people will tear your goals down, or you might have big dreams and you're not gonna do that. Like when I decided, like I'm the first person out of my family to go to college, and like a lot of people in my family didn't think that I was going to go to college, so I couldn't confide every member of my family to go to college. Like I see how motivation and other people that I had are taking that better. So I thought that was good.
Thank you. And that's one of the comments I was going to make. You can't tell your ideas or your goals to everybody. Because sometimes they're not going to be that encouragement that you're looking for. And what that's going to do is that's going to bring you down, and it's going to make you procrastinate because they're going to be like, well, that's not a good idea. Or I don't think you should do that. Or, yeah, that kind of sounds stupid. Or, nah, I would do this. If it's your idea, why would you follow somebody else's idea? That's their idea. So you allow them to handle their idea, and then you work with your idea. And if they give you something that is a good idea, you take it into consideration, you research it, but you don't procrastinate on the God idea that you have. What have you already tried to change? Have you already tried a schedule, keeping a schedule? I've tried it so many times. I went out and I don't know how many of the planners I have bought. Literally, I have like a pile of them and just sitting to the side. And I'll take the first month and I'll write everything down. You know, I got class on this day, and I got this to do, and I got a little bit of time here, and I fill it up, and
the time that I graduate and I want to continue it, I can apply that like get along with my business. So I can throw it through too. I'm sorry, I'm talking a lot.
Oh, no, that's okay.
It's good.
I like interaction with someone. Getting the assignment or project done early, that was always my problem. It's not as hard now that I know where I want, but before, I'd be like, I got 3 months to do this project, and I'm not even gonna look at it until it's just kind of close to get it turned in. And then if you have a group project and it's due in 3 months, try procrastinating with a group somebody that's in that group that wants to get it started early, that wants to get it done, have the first part of the first month stuff done in 1 week, and then have the assignment done in the second month, and you still got a whole month extra to get it done. It doesn't work. Frustration sets in with other group, and I'm one of those ones that cause a lot of frustration. Write down the plan. What we kind of just did, you're writing down what's going to make you focus. What is your goal? If you write down your goals, you can always go back to them. Carry them around in your book bag, in your little folder, if you carry around a folder, or your little notepad, or journal. And some of you might even, I don't know, how many of you keep a journal? Okay. If that's a good idea to do. If you don't keep one, try keeping one even if it's at your bedside, because a lot of your ideas come when you're halfway sleeping anyway. Because sometimes your mind is going too much during the daytime, so therefore you can't really focus on the things that you want to do. And your time that you can not worry about procrastinating is when you have downtime and your mind can actually focus in and think. You got the TV off, the phone off, all that kind of stuff, and you're focusing on what you want to do. That's the most perfect time to write down your goals and your plan. Have you tried looking at the computer? They said it takes 21 days to create a habit. So if you stay focused for 21 whole days, setting your goals, facing yourself, and getting yourself on a daily routine of making sure that whatever assignment that you have to do, you're putting that effort into it, whatever plan or project you have, you're doing it. If some of them might not just be homework and stuff. Some of them might be different. I think the next screens are my goals that I have set. I set myself up for 3 goals. And the next, I'd say by the end of the year, I would like to lose 75 pounds. I'm a lot heavier than I used to be, and I would like to kind of get back down there. So 75 pounds is the goal that I anticipate to do. And what am I doing? I'm working out every other day. Every other day to meet my goal. I know I can't do it every day. I'm not that focused yet, but I figured if I set it up to where I work out every other day, even if it's for 15 or 10, 30 minutes a day, then I know that I can reach my goal. And then by eating better and not drinking pop, not eating after a certain time, and staying away from my Pepsi and all my chocolate stuff. Finish my class with an A. This is my goal that I have set for the end of this month. There's some assignments on there that's kind of hard, but I'm focused on making sure that I finish that class. And every time I turn in something for that assignment, there's a few more points coming on. So I got to boost them points back up so I can finish my course with an A. Now right now I'm at an A, but it's dwindling down, and I want to make sure I keep it at an A. Finish the manual for my book. This is something I want to get started and have completed within the next 3 months. I love to write. I love to write short stories. And I have a bunch of writing that I have just piled up in buckets. And it's something that I want to get together and put in the manual and actually get done. Those are my goals. These are some quotes that I found. Some of them I have authors to, some of them I don't, because I'm trying to find authors, but Time Waits for No Man, and the book of Proverbs. Even if you don't read the Bible because you're not a Christian or whatever, the Bible still is a history book and has a lot of wisdom in there. So just to read it just as a book value yourself in order to value your time. If you don't value yourself, then you're not going to value your time, because then you'll let anybody and everything come against what your purpose in life has been set for. And I don't know about you, but I procrastinated enough of my time, and my purpose is my focus, as well as my family and children. Begin to weave, and God will give the thread. Other quote: if you want to make an easy job seem mighty hard, just keep putting it off doing it. Just keep putting off doing it. You may delay, but time will not. And that's another true statement. Time waits for no man. So you can keep on delaying, but that clock will be ticking. And somebody gave me this the other day, and I couldn't find out who the thing was. Trying is a noisy way of not doing it. Well, I'm trying. I said that the other day, and I was setting up the camera, and I ran out of tape. I'm like, oh, I gotta get better. I'll get better. I'm gonna try to remember to order tape. And I said, no, I can't say I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do better next time. Now we're going to come to the part of what will motivate you. Nobody is going to motivate you but yourself. If you can't motivate yourself to stop procrastinating, then you're not going to do it. It has to be something that you're determined to do. You can lead the horse to water, but you can't make them drink it. So therefore, if you're not going to motivate yourself to stop procrastinating or to get back focus on the things that you need to be doing, then nobody can make you do it. But you can find your motivation. Money, just like his testimony was, he was the first person to get into college, and he's going to be that person to graduate, and then he's going to lead other people into graduating from his family. That's one of my things that I motivate myself to do. I wanted to finish with my associate's degree and then go off to my bachelor's degree. With me going into school to get my bachelor's degree, I motivated my sister to get her bachelor's degree, and now my mom's in school working her bachelor's degree. Got her back into school so she can say that she accomplished something that she put off for her children when she was raising us. Self-satisfaction. Why would we want to spend our life when we get older determining what we did not do right in our life? Why would we even want to set our mindset to say, you know what, I should have did this, 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 and this, and have all these regrets in our life and hold all this bitterness and all this regret inside of us to only not accomplish something, and you're still sitting there with the old sweet sad story, and you're still not doing anything with your life. Procrastination will give you that song, and it will make you do that. So to move that past that, you have your self-satisfaction. This is what I want to achieve, and this is what my goals are. So when I get 80, 90 years old, I can say, you know what, I lived a good life. Your children or future children. Relationships. Is your relationship going to motivate you? The type of people that you hang around? Are you going to be that motivation for your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your friends, people that you may socialize with, or are you a role model? Some people are role models and they don't even know it. You never know who's watching you. So one thing that you have to make sure of is if you're always doing something, because you never know who's watching you, and if you're doing something that's inappropriate, somebody role modeling after you, guess what's going to happen? So you have to build those relationships to make sure that you're not procrastinating and doing things that's going to procrastinate somebody else's life. Because everything that we do in our life has a ripple effect, like it or not. Your future. Is your future important enough to you to where you're willing to not procrastinate? And your purpose. What is your purpose in life? What do you want to become? Where do you want to see yourself? In closing, I just want you to take in some of the ideas. Like I said, nobody can change your mind and stop you from procrastinating. It has to be something that you're motivated to do. But I hope that some of the suggestions that was written down for you helps to motivate you. Is there any questions, comments? If I could have you write just a couple, you might not want to say the suggestions out loud, but if you don't mind, you can write a couple suggestions down for me, so the next time I do something like this, I know what not to do or what to do or do better. And also, I have business cards up here. My website is called thewholeme.org. I have different products on there that you can go in and order. You can look at the website. Here's a business card. I also, if you just want to email me because you have a topic that you want to talk about, or you just want to have discussions, my email address is on there as well, and I will email you back. Try to do it by